Imagine the weather is too cold for you to live in. In such a situation, what will you opt for? One option is burning quite a few candles and the other is 2 big wooden logs. I'm sure you will choose the latter. But why? It's because burning wooden logs will give more heat. Why is that? Why is it that burning wooden logs gives away more heat? The answer lies in what we're able to notice. Yes, the burning of candles gives a very thin flame. On the other hand, burning wood does not give any flame. It just burns completely, liberating lots of energy in the form of heat and light. This is what we address as combustion of wood. So can we say that there is a difference between flames and combustion? Yes, we can. Combustion will be the burning of the complete substance, just as the wooden blocks in this case. Scientifically, we say that combustion is a chemical process. And what happens in this process? Well, the substance burns and liberates lots of heat as a form of energy. The substance that burns in the combustion process is called a combustible substance. It can also be referred to as fuel. Why call it a fuel, by the way? We have learned that fuel is something that gives us energy, just like the food that fuels our body. Just think for a moment. In the combustion process, whatever is burned liberates lots of light and heat. And we know that both light and heat are forms of energy. Hence, burning the combustible substance gives us energy and hence we call it a fuel too. But do you know what the basic requirement for burning is? Can you guess the answer? Let me help you with that. What will happen if you place an inverted glass over a burning candle? After a while, the candle will stop burning. And why does this happen? Yes, it happens due to lack of oxygen. And this is the answer to our question of basic requirement for burning. Without oxygen, it is not possible for the flames to keep going. Hence, oxygen present in the air is quite necessary for the process of burning to continue. So can we think of a practical example where this concept is applied? We know that in case of fire accidents, the person is usually covered with a blanket. Can you tell me why? Yes, a thick layer of blanket cuts off the oxygen supply and results in the fire getting extinguished. Thus, the most important requirement for the continuation of burning process is oxygen. Wait a second. We know that oxygen is present everywhere around us. Then why doesn't a matchstick burn on its own when kept in open air? Or why doesn't a log of wood catch fire all of a sudden? Have you ever thought about it? Let me explain. Oxygen is required for the burning process to continue further. However, the process begins only at a specific condition of temperature. Yes, when a specific temperature is achieved, only then the substance can catch fire. And does this specific temperature have a scientific name? Yes, it's called the ignition temperature. The temperature at which a substance can ignite. So what is the ignition temperature for all substances? It should be one constant temperature, right? Imagine you take petroleum in one container, kerosene in the second, cooking oil in the third container, and a wooden log in the last container. Now, if you heat all of them, do you think they will catch fire at the same time? Of course not. Wooden logs will be the last one to catch fire. So can we say that the temperature required to catch fire by these various items is different? Absolutely. So can we also say that their ignition temperatures are different? Yes, we can define ignition temperature as the minimum temperature required by the substance to catch fire. And this is always different for different substances. Also, the substances like petroleum, oil and kerosene which catch fire very quickly have a low ignition temperature. These are called the inflammable substances. How do we define these? Inflammable substances are defined as those ones which can catch fire very quickly. They have a very low ignition temperature. This means that many such substances that we use in our daily life can prove very dangerous if not handled in the right way. So what do we do in such cases? How do we stop the furious flames of fire during accidents? Well, to learn about the various methods of controlling fire, you will have to watch our next video.